So, hey there everybody, Earl here, Tenacious Earl that is, here with another Tenacious Baseball League game. This is game number 69, if you're following along, which means that we are getting ready to close out this matchup number 5 out of 18. 270 total, but we're going to be up to, I guess that must be right, but yeah, so I mean we're at 69 by my count, so I guess I should divide that out and see what I got here, but in any regard, my mind is a little fuzzy right now. Hi Herb. So just bear with me as I'm setting this up. I've been trying to toy with my setup some more. I just saw a comment from someone that has hung around the channel saying, if you can't see the cards and the dice, does it really make, or not the cards and the score sheet, does it really make a difference? Or, you know, what's the point? And I think that's, you know, while I want to try and toy around with different setups, I do think that's sort of the gist of it, is if people can't see the cards and can't see what's happening, you're just, sure, you can trust what I'm saying, but on the other hand, there's not a whole lot of learning involved if it's just like me telling you, oh, it's a ground out short. Instead, you can see what the results are, and I can explain that to you as we go. Of course, I don't always do a lot of explanation because I tend to assume a lot of the people who are watching are people who've watched these before, but let's get into this. It's Pittsburgh and Oakland, two of the top teams in the league, 10-4 record for the Pirates in the early going, 9-5 for the Athletics. So Steve, hi Steve, he says he likes explanations, so I will do the best I can. It makes the games go a little longer, but I think in the long run, that's probably better for all involved. So we'll try and get through this as quickly as we can. But also, hi Larry. But also keep in mind that it is good to give everybody the reasoning behind why we are doing what we're doing. So as I say, I'm still trying to figure out everything. And actually, maybe I can get the box. I don't know. I feel like I'm better off without the box, at least for tonight. I need to, part of the problem is my setup is running up against a shelving unit where I can't move this clamp any further this direction, and so I have sort of a something I'm up against over here on the right, and it makes it so that I can't really move this over much further than this anymore. So just bear with me as I'm going to roll out on the page here, and we'll see how that goes. Just a second. I have a sniffle, and I want to address that before we get going. All right. So the Athletics will get their start here from Sean Manaea. I always forget if it's Manaea or I think it's Manaea. He had to start out with a 1-0 average, or 1-0 record, 180 earned run average. He had a good start in his first outing. He only went 5 innings, but he did pretty well for that. For Pirates, it'll be Juan Nicasio. And Juan, what did he do? Where are you at? He has no decisions, 476 earned run average in 11 1/3 innings so far. So those will be the pitchers. It's a poor weather night, or actually it's a day game. Poor weather day game at PNC Park. Your lineups, it'll be Danny Valencia leading off against Nicasio, and then he'll be playing third base. Josh Reddick in right, Marcus Semien short, Chris Davis in left, Yonder Alonso at first, Billy Burns in center, Stephen Vogt catching. He got the day off last game, so he gets to start here in the day game, getaway day. Tyler Ladendorf Playing at second, and Minaya pitching against Nicasio. Nicasio 6'12" will mean injury for him. Minaya 6'11". So here we go. Valencia starts us off. And that's a 5'9" against a right-hander. And that will be an early check of the shortstop for the Pirates. And that will be Jordy Mercer. So let me get out the shortstop X chart real quick. We roll all three to satisfy the X chart. Mercer is a 3E10, 3 and a 6. He will make the play barely, at least get to it, and a 7 on E. My memory is E10. Makes the play, and that'll be the first out. Josh Reddick. And that's, I'm going to re-roll this guy. He was flipping all over the place. 5'2", high Stratomatic Delaware. Lefty. 5'2" against a lefty. 1-14. Well, actually, it's a ballpark home run chance. And Reddick is a lefty, so he's a 1-6 here in the poor weather conditions. And that was going to be a fly out to, we'll say, to right field. 2 outs. And that brings up Marcus Semien. Reddick just misses that one. There's a 5'7" against a righty. And you'd probably get a single out of this. 1-16. And it's a 14. So they do get it. And Semien, he's gonna try to get a lead here. Nicasio is a -3 hold. Stewart minus, so it's a -4. So 19 -2 -4. 1-13 chance. We'll still give him a shot here. He needs a 5 at total. And it's 7, so no. You add the 2 red dice. So he doesn't get a lead there. Davis, 2 outs. Chris Davis, that's a 2-9, and he strikes out. And that ends their half of the first. So just to explain again, there was a comment left that said, if you can't see the cards or the score sheet, what's the what's the point of making a video? And I guess in my mind, I kind of feel that way. Stratomatic. Now I'm really trying to find a live stream. We did a game last night. I didn't get to see all of that comment. I'll have to look it up here in a second. I want to get started on the bottom half and kind of keep this moving along. There is a rhythm that you need to kind of get. But anyway, just to finish up, I was going to say that I do tend to agree with that. If the cards aren't visible in the score sheet, it kind of takes away from it. If someone really is watching. So when I say really is watching, really is paying attention to things and wants to be invested in the result. So now I think we have people who watch who are interacting with each other in the live chat, and that's pretty cool too. And so that would be another thing, is just that we're providing a place for community. And so sometimes I think just having a live stream going gives people a chance to interact and interact with us too. So, but in any event, I'm going to go back to trying this. I'm still trying to optimize the layout. So for Pittsburgh against Minaya, it is Josh Harrison leading off. Sean Rodriguez in right. So Harrison at second. Rodriguez in right field. Starling Marte in left. Jung Ho Gong at third base. Andrew McCutcheon in center. Jason Rogers first. Chris Stewart catching. Jordy Mercer short, as we saw in the top of the first, making a play. And Nicasio pitching. So Harrison against the lefty, Minaya. We've got to remember to check the left side here. And that's just off of your view. Let's try to get this in here. 5-6 against a righty, strikes him out. Sean Rodriguez, 2-3, and he is hit by a pitch. So runner on, we use the D20 now. Rodriguez, does he have... He has a... Let's see, Manaya, good at holding the runner on, vote a neutral arm. So it would be the max -5, and so no reason for Rodriguez to try and get a lead here. There's a 1-7, and that's a single. If you see here, 1-7. Single to left. And Rodriguez with a 13 speed. Let's see, left fielder Chris Davis, a +3 arm, and Rodriguez 13. He was held on, makes him 12 +3, 15, 1-15. He's going to try to head to third. They're going to make a throw, keep him honest, and he makes it. So, just as a quick explanation again, if you without the star on that 1-7. Means that he could take another base if he can get the speed roll, and his speed was 13. You subtract 1 because he was held on at first defensively, so that keeps him closer to the bag. He loses 1 speed, but then Chris Davis's arm is +3, so he goes from 13 down to 12, then up to 15, and so we roll 1 to 15 means he's safe and he gets in there. You could argue that Marte could potentially take a fielder's choice bag to second. I think we're not going to do that. I think we will say that he stays at first. First and third, 1 out, and it is. And Marte could even think about trying to steal a bag here. Although, again, you go from this number 19, -6 and -2 being held on, he would be a 1 to 11 chance. It's probably diminishing returns with 1 out. So Gong. And there's a 5-11. He's batting from the right side. Right side, 5-11. Fly ball to left. This could get the job done and get the run home. Let's see. It's Chris Davis, a 3-E9. And a 12 on the 3 means it's an F2. So that is going to be a sac fly, and then we got to take his E9 and check the 12 on that. No error, but that is a sacrifice fly for Gong. He will get an RBI. Sac 7. In comes Rodriguez on the what amounts to a fly ball B, if you want to think about it in terms of the other nomenclature. So Marte at first with 2 outs. He will try and get a lead here. If you can see, he is, if he gets a 2 through a 6 or a 12, he can try to steal, and with a 1 to, even with a 1 to 11, 55% chance, he'll give it a shot here to try and goose things along. And he gets a 10, so he cannot. He would have to steal off the back end number, and we're not going to worry about that. So McCutcheon with Marte at first, 2 outs. And that's a 5-3. See, this is the trouble with, that's a 5 on the D20, so we don't have to worry about anything there. But 5-3 against a right-hander, fly ball to right. That is Josh Reddick, 2E10. And that's a 2 and a 6. He's going to get to it. He's going to get to that, but then a 7 on the E10. And he makes the play. And that will end the inning. Reddick is able to make the diving grab, and that will end the first. 1-0 Pittsburgh on the sacrifice fly. And we're at 15 minutes for 1 inning, so that's a little, it's a little overboard here a bit, but that's okay. Okay, give me a quick second here to try and get some comments going here, and that way I can check in on what's going on here. So Alonso against Nicasio, down a run. Another 5-5, strikes out. Wait, against the lefty, yeah, still a strikeout. So 1 out, Billy Burns. See a lot of Ohio talk. 5-10. We keep going in, so batting from the left side, 5-10, grounded to short. That is Mercer for another chance at that. Again, he is 3-10, 3-7. He will get to it, and he will make the play on the 10 total as well. No, with someone on base, these the 6 and the 7 that he got there would be a problem, but with nobody on, he will still make the play, and so with 2 outs, it'll bring up Stephen Vogt. 6'6" lefty, and he'll work a walk, which brings up Leidendorf. Vogt's not looking to steal. And there is a 3-4 against a righty. And he strikes out. You can't really see it very well there, probably because it's one of these computer-generated cards. But that is a strikeout, and that will end the inning. No hits, no runs. 1 left after the walk. Go to the bottom of the 2nd. And another computer-generated card. It's Jason Rogers. He's got a lot of walks on his card. But he's going to go off the pitcher's card. 5-10 against a righty. Grounder to short. This is going to be Semien, 3E22. Three and a 9 again. Well, he'll get that either way. He'll get to it. And a 13 on an E22. And he makes the out. So Rogers grounds out to short. Chris Stewart. And a 1-2. And against the lefty, that's a grounder to shortstop. Another play made by Semien. 2 down, Jordy Mercer. Why is there 2 Chris Taylor cards for Dodgers? That means he probably played on another team as well or something. There's one that's a total card and one that's a just for the Dodgers. I don't know exactly. I don't have time to look, but I believe that is the answer. 1-9 against a lefty, and that's a strikeout. 1-2-3 inning for Minaya. If he did play for another team, that would be the reason. What I could do, give me a real quick chance to look up Chris Taylor. C-H-R-S-T-A-Y-L-O-R. Not to be confused with James Taylor. He played part of the season with the Mariners. Actually, he had 3 plate appearances with Seattle, so he probably doesn't have a Seattle card because he didn't register enough appearances to make it a legitimate card for them to publish. But if you have Strat PC, you could find a card that does probably an extremely poor simulation of his time with the Mariners. So Minaya will lead off here. Have his pitcher's hitting card number 1. 3-10. Okay, Mike, thanks. 3-10, that's a grounder to third. And that will be Gong, who throws out Minaya. Easy out. Brings up Danny Valencia. Grounded to short when he was up and leading off the game. That's a 4-9 against a righty, and he strikes out. 2 outs. Reddick, 0 for 1. 5-7 against a lefty, and that is going to be a potential triple, single if it's a 5 or above, and it's the tallest number on the die, 20, so we'll give him a single. And we'll, with Nicasio's, we'll give him a shot to try and get a lead here. He needs a 7, and it's a 9, so no. Oh, well, here, I'll finish out the ending before I say it. Chris Taylor's, I don't think he's a pitcher. That stuck there. I'm going to re-roll it. And that's still a 4. It was close to being a 4, but it was stuck in the middle. 4-5 against a righty, and well, that's going to be a walk. So, tying run at second. Yeah, he had a pretty good early part of the season. I think he maybe, I don't know if he faltered some as the season wore on, but played pretty well for the Dodgers, I think, there for a period of time. So, Davis, 2 outs, 2 on. That's a 3-7. Almost gets the havoc die there, but 3-7 against a righty, and that's another walk. So, the walk's piling up. Did what again? Lenny? Oh, maybe it's the Lenny thing. I don't know. Anyway. Probably, anyway. So Yonder Alonso, 2 outs. Bases loaded. And that's a 2-9. And a 2-9? Guess what? How about that? Let's show you. Explanation time. 2-9. If anybody's unfamiliar with the Super Advanced Strat, 2-9. That's a fly ball right, but it's got that omega, and the omega means that is a clutch entry, and it basically does the opposite. If it's an out, it turns into a single with 2 stars, and if it's a single, it turns into a liner. So that's going to score 2 runs, and the Athletics will take the lead on the RBI single by Yonder Alonso. Clutch hit from him. And so first and third and 2 outs still. It'll be Vogt trying to give his team a vote of confidence. And a 1 on the D20. We could get a wild pitch. 1-5 for Nicasio. And it's a 3. That will bring in another run. And that'll move Alonso to second. So, the old, as Tribe fan says, havoc die. That's something he keeps reminding me of. That really wreaks some havoc there. 2-8, and it's a pop out to short. That will end the inning. But they get 3 runs and take the lead here at PNC Park on a rather cool, overcast day in the Three Rivers area. I think Stratomatic Delaware may be a Pirates fan, so this so far hasn't. It was going all right for them to start, but now it's kind of taken a turn for the worse. They're going to see if they can claw back here. Here is Manaya on the mound, leading, facing Nicasio. And a 4-3. He's batting from the right side. Yes. 4-3, a fly ball to left. And that'll be out number 1. So, oh, yeah. Mike McAllister does the Gets it right. Now let's see. What do we get? Vote wasn't up. Let's wind her back, guys. Let's wind her back and straighten it out here. Caught it soon enough, I think. It was a 2-8. He really wants these Pirates to lose, clearly. 2-8. Well, see, you know what? So Alonso is in scoring position, so that's fine. It's not going to make a difference, really, because that 2-8. You remember how I said that these little Mews, or they're not Mews, they're Omegas. You know how I said that they the 2-8 there, that became a single. Well, that one becomes an out, so he's going to line out to. He's from the left side. He'll line out to the second baseman, and Vogt will lead off the next inning, and Pirates fans can sleep easy going into the, well, now with one out in the bottom of the third. Thanks, Mike, for keeping me straight here. I got ahead of myself. Had that wild pitch and ended up flipping the card. I think that was my mistake. So Harrison with one out, 1-9. I was just glad it doesn't really change the result because there was a runner in scoring position and 2 out. Fly ball to left. Wait, 1-9. Yeah, that's a fly ball to left still. Got to remember to check that left side of the card when Manaya's on the mound. And Sean Rodriguez, 2 outs, 6-7. Against a righty, that'll be a walk. Manaya's hit a guy. Oh boy, somehow he got flipped around here. And it'll be Marte. Again, Rodriguez. We're not going to try stealing with him. With Manaya, he holds guys on too well. Gonna try. He's gonna stay close to the bag. 6-7 against a righty. Another walk. How did that happen? 2 in a row that were 6-7. I mean, that's a common roll, but make sure we really shake these up well this time. First and second, 2 outs. And that is a 2 on the D20. So that means a potential balk, but Manaya does not have a balk rating, so we re-roll all the D6s. 6-4 against a righty. Grounder to third. Valencia, 4E32. Not a good fielder. And it's a 1. That is going to be a single, and it will score a run. Single 2-star. And then a 9 with a 32 third base rating. Well, no error involved, but just a single that scores. And Marte goes to third. And I will have to come back here in just a moment. Hold on. Yes?
What is L?
Show me. Show me. Which L? Point to where you can. Losses. He's a pitcher.
Did he lose?
Yes, he can be credited with a loss. If he's responsible for the run that loses the game, then yes. Well, thanks, Strat Delaware. I've at times not been so nurturing, but I try. So first and third, what did I just have here? We had a single off of the X chart. I have to remember what I was up to. So first and third, a run across, and McCutcheon at the plate. 3-2. Can they get another one here? And another chance at this time at a passed ball, as it's a 2 on the D20. And so with a 2 on the D20, at it during an at bat, it goes half of these 1 through 3 is balk, 4 through 6 is passed ball chance, and so the passed ball chance goes off the catcher's rating. He's a 0, so we don't have to worry about it. All that explanation for nothing. So here is McCutcheon's chance, and it's a 1-6 against the lefty, and he's going to ground to third, and that will be the play this time will be made and gotten to by Valencia, and the inning will be over. They get 1 run. 1 hit, the 2 walks cost Minaya a run in the long run. Al Red Sox, the man, the myth, the legend. All right. Oh, so Strat, Delaware, I was going to say, I don't know if you've been here yet, but this place is pretty good. Mission Barbecue. If anybody lives near a base, I think these are starting to pop up around those places. And we've got one in there in Dover. Good barbecue. I believe they make donations to the USO. It's a pretty good organization for everything I've heard. So, and I like their barbecue. So, Randall Mark, how's it going, brother? We will see it here eventually. I kind of get sidetracked with other things, and it really just kind of gets things. There's only so much time, unfortunately. I wish I had lots of days to to roll, but unfortunately it doesn't work out that way all the time. So yeah, I just had those. I tried those tonight, Randall Mark, and those were great. I had that, and that's good to hear, Mike. Yeah, I had the jalapeno and cheese sausage and the pork as its platter. What do they call it? The 2-meat, whatever it is. 2-meat plate or whatever it is. Anyway, Vote now. This time, Vote will be at the plate. 3-7. Against a righty. I shook that thing forever. 1-3 single. And it's a 3. There you go. Oakland getting some rolls here to start. That'll be Leidendorf. With Minaya up next, he's not thinking about bunting. Well, 5-10. Against a righty, 5-10, shortstop X. This could be a double play for Semien. Let's see. Righty means that Semien will not need to cover the bag for Vote. Instead, he will be trying to get. He's in solidly in the hole, so he'll be a 3E22. 3-13. I think that means he will be able to get to that ball, but he won't be able to turn 2 out of it. Now let's see, with an E22 and a 7, he is able to make the force play at second. That's a 6-4. Fielder's choice. So with 1 out, Leidendorf is able to beat out the throw. And Minaya will be up to bunt. He is a... let's see, where is Minaya? Right there he is. Bunting D. He's going to be an E-bunter because they're going to expect it. And a 1, potential wild pitch. Nicasio's already gotten flagged for one of these. 1-5. Oh! Now he's going to be trying to bunt the runner over to third. Wild pitch. 2 wild pitches in the game for Nicasio. 1 cost him a run. Let's see if this one... So another bunt attempt. 4 this time on that. That's going to be a 10. I think that's going to be a problem here. Let's see. Where is my strategy chart? E10. That's a bad one. Lead runner is thrown out. All right. So 5 equals... the first baseman bunts it down the wrong line, and third baseman can back up, so Minaya will end up at first on the fielder's choice. Bad bunt, so 2 outs, And here's Valencia. And a 1 on the D20 again. I assume Nicasio will not throw another wild pitch here. Yep. Get that D20 out of here. These D20s have been going low more often than not, it seems like. 5-8 against a right-hander. Grounder to second. We've got to use the D20 this time. Second baseman is Harrison, 2E10, and let's see who's on. Minaya. They're not even holding Minaya on here. Not a threat to steal. And a 6. I think they're going to get away with this. If he was holding the runner on, actually, yeah, if I were to say that he was holding the runner on, that would be a single. I say that they hold every runner on. That's the trouble with what I just was doing here with Minaya. Yeah, I'm going to have to adjust my, because I've said that it's a hard and fast rule unless it's late in the game that they hold runners on. So Minaya, even though he is the pitcher, he's being held on, and Valencia's a righty, which means that the second baseman has to be involved in that holding on process. And so that reverts him to a 3E10, and with him being this being a 6 roll, that $ means that it's a single. And it's an SI2, so it's going to be first and third with 2 outs. And Josh Reddick. So it's 3-2, first and third. And a 2 on the D20. I'm really getting sick of this D20. It would be a balk, and balk check, and Juan Nicasio does not have a balk. That thing's got to get caught up. 3-7, that's a fly ball to center, and that will end the inning. Oh, man. These D20 checks are really being way too prevalent in this game. Jason Rogers, bottom of the 4th, 3-2 still. Athletics in the lead, 4-8 against a righty, and he is going to get a hit off the pitcher's card here. 1-2 triple. That's a 3. That's a single. I'm not sure I could give Rogers a triple out of that. Not exactly a speed merchant there. Chris Stewart, 6'4". No D20 problems there. 6'4" against a righty. Grounder to third. Valencia, 4E32. He's hoping for a high roll, and he gets it at 14. And then the 7 on the E32. I think that was okay. Low rolls are fine. 4 and a 14. He will make the play, but it's going to be a force play. It'll be a 5-4 fielder's choice. So Stewart will just now take first, and it'll be Jordy Mercer. 6-7. 6-7 against a righty, and that's a walk. Minaya got into trouble with walks last time, and it's going to be Nicasio up to bat. With 1 out, Nicasio is a B bunter, so he's going to be a C because they're expecting him to bunt. Playing with it in. And a 7. C7, where is my chart? I think he is going to make the play on that. Let's see. Or he does get the successful sacrifice down. Both runners move up, sack, and then the 1 means the pitcher, right? Yes, pitcher. Say 1-4. So with 2 outs, it'll be leadoff hitter Josh Harrison. second and third, 2 down, base hit could put them in the lead. 1-5, and he strikes out, and that ends the inning. The threat is gone. No runs, no 1 hit actually, not 2 walks that time. All right, let's keep going here. Top of the 5th. Yes, I appreciate all of you who have hit the like button here on this Sunday night. Hope you all are going to get a chance to have a long weekend. I know I've really been looking forward to it, and getting a chance to sleep in again today or tomorrow, because today I serve on the worship team at church, and so I have to get up at 6 on Sunday mornings most Sunday mornings to play the guitar and sing and all that stuff. So Semyon against Nicasio here. So this hasn't really been a day off per se. 6-3 against a righty, and that's often the reason why you don't see games on Sunday morning for me. So grounder to the pitcher. Nicasio, a 3-E12. And it's one of those nights. Ouch. And then I bang my finger on this board that I have to keep things from falling off. So that's an 18. He'll make the play, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, 12, and his air rating is 12. Uh-oh. I'm wrong about that. E rating 12, and a 12 is a 1 base error, so my bad. Semyon reaches on an E1. So Chris Davis, Semyon at first. Not a favorable running matchup so much here with nobody out. And Davis doesn't really do much hitting and running well. He doesn't have much control. He's going to be a pop kind of guy. And a 2-3, that's going to be a grounder to first. The only play will be getting the slower Davis. Semyon moves up on the, we'll say 3-1. So it'll be Yonder Alonso looking for an insurance run here. Lefty against righty. 1-6, and oh boy, against Nicasio the righty. 1-11 will be gone. Is it going to go? It's a 3. It is gone. 2-run home run. Yonder Alonso takes it deep. He's 2 for 3 on the game. 2 runs batted in here. And 4 on the game for him. Of course, he had the clutch hit in the 3rd inning, and it's now 5-2. Pirates are going to start thinking about the bullpen here. And give me a moment while I look at what they got available. All right. Well, they've got everybody except Ryan Vogelsong available. So they Caminero is probably they're going to get Jared Hughes warming up. So Alonso, some damage there. 5-2. They're looking to take this series here at PNC Park. Here's Billy Burns. Again, that stupid thing jumps into the clip. There's a 2-8. Against a righty, 2-8. That's a single. And Nicasio's time is coming to a end soon. They'll give him the chance to face Vogt here. See if he can get out of this inning. There's a 1-8, and that's a grounder to short as they're not playing with the infield in. And that is a ground ball to short A, 6-4-3. That's a double play. He does get out of the inning with 1 swing of the bat there. And so, but 2 runs across, 5-2. And this will likely be Nicasio's last inning, as he's faced 25 hitters and getting a little, and he's given up 5 runs. So the Pirates, they need to get some offense here against Minaya. Minaya has been, he's lost a little bit of control over the course of this game, but he's still in the lead. So Rodriguez, who has been hit by a pitch and walked, 2-9, and he strikes out. 2 strikeouts in a row now for Minaya. Starling Marte, 5-7 against a righty, grounder to second. Second base, Leidendorf, 2E12. Got a good shot at making the play here. Addition product of 6, or addition sum. So where did my chart go? There you are. 2 and the 9. He'll get to that. And it's a 6 on an E12. And he will make the play. I really should have these memorized by now. 2 down. Can the Pirates put something together here? 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 5. Gong. 6-6 against a righty, and he strikes out. Minaya pitching pretty well. Young lefty. And it's going to be Hughes. They're going to go ahead and do the straight swap. Hughes for Nicasio. Nicasio goes 5 innings. And so, we'll put him on the say goodbye, Juan. Goodbye, Juan. Alright. So, it'll be Leidendorf leading off here against Hughes. First batter, Hughes' face. 6-9 against a righty, and a grounder to short. X. Mercer, 3E10. And he'll make the play. Double check the... Yeah. No problem. I keep forgetting to do the homework so I can do this. I was doing like an 8 through 12 check off, so I would quickly know whether or not the E rating was satisfied or not. So Minaya, he's going to stay in the game here. 1-5, he strikes out. 2 outs. And Valencia, 6-7 righty, strikes out. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th. Quick inning there by Hughes. We'll see if they give him another inning, or if Pittsburgh gets through 5 batters, they'll have to take him out. And let's P2 it right there, just so I know. McCutcheon. .25 against a lefty. 1-9 single. This could be the start of something here. And it's a 3. It almost flipped over to 19. That will be a single for McCutcheon. Oakland, I think, will begin to warm a couple guys in the pen. Zipchinski and Dole. They want to take this game. So, Jason Rogers, 3-5, and that's a walk. Right? 3-5 is a walk, and running into problems here. Minaya, maybe they should have pinch hit for him. Well, they're going to give him a little bit of rope here. Chris Stewart at the plate against the lefty. That's a 5-3. against a right-hander. Fly ball to right. Reddick a 2E10. 18 and 11. Gets to it and makes the play for out number 1. Jordy Mercer. They're giving him a shot here to get through the 6th. And a 15. That's a 3-7. Against a lefty, that's a walk, and the bases are loaded, and they're going to go to the pen. 8. Pittsburgh will have to get another arm going in the pen. It'll be Schugel. And they are going to pinch hit. Let's see, they're going to pinch hit with let's see, they're going to pinch hit with John Jaso, which isn't the ideal option, but somewhat they have they have Cervelli and who is the other right hand? Freeze. They both needed rest this game, so they're going to go with a lefty. And to respond, the A's will bring in Zipchinski, the lefty. So the real question is now, would there be any temptation to but again, it's really tough. They have Michael Morse, who his card is pretty ugly looking. I think they're going to stick with Jaso here against the lefty and hope. So here is Jaso against Zipchinski. Base is loaded. They're playing with the infield back, looking for 2. And it goes up into that stupid thing again. I'm about ready to 110. 110. And guess what? That is going to be an inning-ending double play. 4-6-3. Let me see something here. What is that at 110? Well, guess what? If it had been Michael Morse, he would have beat out the throw. So, apologies, Pittsburgh fans. I guess in that case, it didn't help too much. We're going to keep Dole going. Let's see, where did I... So, Jaso is going to sit. And it's going to be A.J. Schugel coming into the game. Starting to tire out here. I am. Casio went 1 inning. Missing out on some chatting here. Let's see. Hicks getting hurt. Yeah. I guess that's true, Mark Russell. Unfortunately, Unfortunately, the Yankees are just, they're just the Yankees. I'll leave it at that. Reddick leading off against new pitcher Schugel. 110, that'll be a single against the righty. So Marcus Semien, not much of a hit Well, they could go. It would take them to a C, but they're not going to try hitting and running. I'm trying to stay awake. I took a nap earlier too, man. All right. So 312 against a righty. This is a potential ballpark single. 1 to 8 here in a bad day. It's a 10. That'll be a liner to the shortstop, and Semien is retired. 1 out. Chris Davis scored on a wild pitch. 0 for 2. And guess what? Here's another wild pitch potential. And he almost got the old home run roll, but instead we check 1 to 9 for Schugel. 13. Re-roll. 2-8 strikes him out. 2 outs. Reddick, he will the leadoff hitter. He's going to try to get this steal. Schugel a -2 coupled with Stewart's -1, -3. So he's still got a fair shot. 1 to 12 if he gets the 7 for a lead, and that's an 8, so no lead. So Yonder Alonso, 2 outs, and the pitch. 1-8, and he will pop out to second base, and that will end the inning. 7th inning stretch. Yeah, sorry for the yawn, and I feel it coming out again here. Oh, man. Watched the F1 race this afternoon. It was pretty good. Pretty good. I've come to like Lewis Hamilton. I know he's a bit of a at the old ball game. Exactly. Him and Vettel are both a little baby-like at times, but all right. Well, the A's are going to bring in Dole here for the bottom of the 7th. They would like a Dole bottom of the 7th here. So, here we go. Josh Harrison leading off against Dole. .54 against a righty, grounded to third. Valencia's gotten a lot of work here on the X chances. 4E32, and it's a 5. It's going to be a base hit. 4 and a 5. Yeah, that's a single. Ah, man. Sean Rodriguez. See if this is the opportunity for Pittsburgh to do some damage. Dole again, another pretty decent. They're going to try to. They're going to go ahead and swing away here with Rodriguez. Probably would have got. Would he been able to steal? He would have been able to steal on that, but 2-4. That's a strikeout. 1 out. So at least it's not a double play ball. Starling Marte. They're holding on Harrison. 1-5. Oh boy. Well, here's a roll that will, and that's a 7, not a 1. That's a roll that might suit some Pirates fans. 1-5. A 1 to 10 will be a triple. 11 to 20 a double. It'll be a double for Marte. Harrison will, let's see, is he going to try to score with 1 out? No, with 1 out, I think he will hold. He's a fifth. Well, let's see. So it's a center field. Center fielder is Burns. He's a 0. Harrison's a 15. Subtract 1 for being held on. That's 14. So, and a 0. So 1 to 14 chance. I'm gonna hold up. See if this costs the Pirates. They really need more than 1 run anyway. So here's Gong against Dole. For a 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. playing infield back, wanting out. 5-5 against a righty, strikes him out. That is not good for the Pirates. Andrew McCutchen, can Cutch do it here? They'd be tempted to walk him here to face Rogers, who's... See, that's the thing, is that I know his card. They're gonna swing away to McCutchen here. 3-10 ballpark single chance, 1-8. And it's a 15. It'll be a liner to short, and they get nothing out of that. It's the way it's gone for the Pirates here in the last. Yeah, I got a little more than 3, so I guess I have nothing to complain about here, Chris. But give me a second. I gotta blow my nose again. Schugel will get another inning of work. The Pirates got a lot of good fortune early in the season. Oh, excuse me. "5-2 is the score, top of the 8th. It'll be Billy Burns against Schugel in his second inning of work. Again, I was trying to say when I was in the middle of yawning, the Pirates got a lot of good breaks early in the season. And so this is kind of the return to earth. Here is a batting from the left side. That'll be a walk for Burns. 3-run lead. He's still going to try to take a base here, even though it'll take 3 away from him. 5. He gets the lead. So re-roll. He's 18. You subtract 2, and then subtract another 3 for the Schugel. So that's 1-13 chance. It's a 4. He makes it. Stolen base for Burns. Vote with a runner in scoring position. Oh no. One moment. Drop the die. Alright. I'm going to finish standing up because my rear is hurting. 5-6 against a lefty, pops out to the first baseman. Tall pop-up that is caught by Rogers, and somehow I got that out of order. Well, it's not Mania, it's Dole. He's like it's time for me to hit, and Leidendorf's like, no, it's not. The Oakland Athletics getting Doolittle up in the bullpen. So, again, runner at second. 1 out. They're going to stick with Leidendorf here. And a 1. 1-9 is a wild pitch. And it's a 1. Son does not like flies, and so he's out there swatting at him, getting pretty miffed at the guy flying around the Leidendorf. So wait, so it was a wild pitch. We re-roll that D20 again. 4-8 against a righty, grounded to third base. They would be playing with the infield in, with a runner at third. They want to try and nick him at the plate. So an A with a runner at third, I think that means he holds, right? Where is my little... Oh, I used to have a chart. Where'd it go? Well, not those charts that are falling down. Huh. I used to have, and these things are going to start falling down. I used to have a grid for the, I took it down and put it somewhere, and now I don't know where it's at. I think it's in the rule book. Now, where did I put the rule book? I think I photocopied it out of the rule book. There you are. Oh, and there's that. See, this is what I was talking about right here. Looky there. Runner at third, infield in. Ground ball A1. Batter out, runner holds. So I'm going to put that guy right up there so I've got it for next time. Runner holds. 5-3. Looks him back to the bag. That was a 17 on the D20, by the way. And here we go. Pitcher spot. And they're going to bring in they will bring in one of the better names in baseball, Coco Crisp. Switch hitter. Insurance run 90 feet away. Coco Crisp against Schugel. 2 outs. Another one. Boy, that thing just loves rolling over to that one, doesn't it? He's going to wild pitch him home. 1-9 to 12. 1-7. 1-7, and he strikes out. So, no runs, no hits. All right. Oh, boy. Doolittle. Now, where'd my other chart thingy go? Man. Sounds like my son might be doing a dance out there to celebrate his victory. So, that's good. Doolittle. There you are. He's a 6'12". Or no, a 6'7" guy. Oh, boy. So Zipchinski, he went 0.2. 5.1, 1.0. Bottom of the 8th. Sorry, I'm starting to. I'm feeling like I'm losing consciousness here, figuratively, but I'm trying to keep my mind in this game, and it's starting to. I'm past an hour, and just been a lot of partial distractions and just extra rolls and stuff like that. Jason Rogers, bottom of the 8th, 5-2, 6-4 against a righty. Fly ball to center field again, another X chance. Center fielder's Burns, 2E4, and it's a 1. We got to extend this game longer. That'll be a double. And let's see, E4 on a 6. No error, but double for Rogers. I guess I shouldn't be talking like that. I certainly would like to see the Pirates give it a run here. So they've got a shot. Stewart here with a runner at second. Swing away. Another 6-4, and it's going to be another fly ball to center. How did that happen? I hate it when those things happen. 14. So a 2 and a 14, he will get to that one. And then a 13 on the E4. He makes the play, out number 1. Jordy Mercer. 6-5. Hey, we got a little bit different this time. 6-5. I guess I should be happy that we're not getting the 6 rolls that bring about, what do you call them, injury. So, let's see. Schugel was P3. So, we're going to have to get another This time it'll be David Freeze. Since it's past the 7th, he can come in and runner second, 2 outs. In theory, the Athletics may have had a right-hander going to try and match up against Freeze, but we will stick with Doolittle here with runner on second, 2 outs. You've got to be kidding me. 6-4. Again, center field X. I guess it's legitimate. 2E4. And a 3. That'll be a single 2-star, and it's going to score a run. Somehow we get 3 6-4s, and we get 3 checks of the center fielder, and somehow in the process we get a double and a single 2-star. And good for the Pirates. They get another run. Draw closer. Good pinch hitting opportunity there for Freeze. I guess what irritates me is the manner in which it's coming. I feel like I'm shaking these things, and instead it's just popping up the same. Here we go. Josh Harrison with 2 outs. And the tying run at the plate. Boy, they really need to. You're going to get Axford warming up. Harrison against Doolittle. 4-7 against a righty. And that's a strikeout, and only 2 hits in this inning means that, and no walks means that does not convert to the dreaded single 2-star. So that will end the inning. They pick up a run, draw within striking distance. I'm really not sure that I can stick around for extras if it goes to extras, so we'll see. I might have to bail on that and do it in the morning, but let's try and get through this. So there was a pinch hitter, so it means we're going to have to get, they're going to get up Melanson. Madsen is warming up, so just for the record. So Melanson, top of the 9th. He's going to try and get 3 outs and keep it a 5-3 ball game. And he went to the Nationals, so he is a 0. He has no chance of an injury. Unless he comes up to hit, which he won't. Trust me. Okay, here we go. Valencia against Melanson. Oh. Goodness gracious, Earl. You gotta get a hold of yourself here. 2, 9 strikes out. Wow. A lot of loaded chances there, but a lone strikeout. Josh Reddick. 1-4, and here is going to be a chance at a dinger off of Melanson. 1-12, and it is gone. It's a 4. Man, it went off the page, darn it. Home run, Josh Reddick. 3 for 5 on the game, and that restores that 3-run lead at 6-3. Marcus Semien, 1 out. 6-10 against a righty. Grounder to short. So that's Mercer, 3E10. And guess what? We've got another hit. This time off of the shortstop, Mercer. That'll be a single. Sorry, that's out of the view. Chris Davis. This old D20 has loved the ones here. 6-7 against a righty, strikes him out. That's 2 outs. McAllister's trying to call it. Trying to call the walk-off. We're going to try to get Semi in here a steal. 1-5. Doesn't get it, or no, just a 5. Oh boy. Potential pick off. What is up with these D20s? The ones have come up like, I think I've probably rolled this sucker 40 times, and we've seen the one maybe 7 or 8 times, maybe 9. This is insane. 1-6, he is safe. And it's a 5. About ready to chuck that thing out the window. So Reddick, not Reddick, it is Alonso. Oh, and I should have rolled this D20 for the at bat. So he didn't get a chance to take it. 2-2. 2-2, a grounder to second base, and that will end it 4-3. 1 run. That was a little bit disjointed. That's what happens when you start getting a little late in the day. Start losing some energy, and things kind of get a little drawn out here. So bottom of the 9th, Ryan Madsen. Mike McAllister is calling a walk-off. I'm gutting it out here. I mean, it's not as hard as these players have fought for each team. But, you know, it's okay. We're in it to win it. Whatever that means. I'm in it to see somebody win it. So, Madsen's coming in, and he's got to face the big dogs. Let's see, do they have... Yeah, they will... Yeah, they're going to go with Rodriguez here to lead off the inning. I thought about bringing in Joyce, but they will stick with Rodriguez. Here we go. They need 3 runs to tie, 4 to win. 5. Now you can't see that very well. That's a 1. So 5-5 against a righty strikes him out. 3 strikeouts for Rodriguez here in the game. Starling Marte, 1 out. 6-3 the lead for Oakland. 5-6 this time. And that's a grounder to short. And unless that thing gets off of that 5, I'm doing this now, as you can see. I'm really trying to make sure that we don't get a repeat offender here unless it's going to be random. Jung Ho Gong, 2 outs. 5-5, strike him out. Ends the inning. That is... I don't know how you stir them up like that and you get 5-5 again. It's meant to be. That's it. Athletics win 6-3. Look at that, boy. Those are some K's right there. These Pirates were itching to swing, and they were itching to swing through, I guess, because they sure hit a lot of air in this one. But yeah, a longer game here. Really not that many runs. 9 runs. It shouldn't have... Seems like it shouldn't have taken so long, but you know, sometimes that does happen. I want to get this out of here before I forget about them. Okay, Chris, I'm going to be ditching here too, because it's time to pack it up, pack it in, and let me not begin, but end. So, anyway, probably have another game tomorrow. I really need to get some stuff done with History Maker Golf. That's something that's on my to-do list, and it's just been something that is kind of hanging around here and needs to be done. So I I resemble Bob Stoops. Really? Interesting. I've never heard that before, but I'll have to take a look at Bob Stoops' picture and see if, I don't know, maybe I'll have to go to Ancestry.com and see if I can find any long-lost relatives or something. But anyway, yeah, the final here, 6-3. Guess what? These two teams are level now. Athletics 10-5, Pirates 10-5, and so not exactly what you would expect to start the season, but there's still quite a ways to go. So I have a feeling things are going to change and evolve, and you'll probably see the teams that maybe those AL East teams, they'll rise up to the top as things play out. So anyway, good night, guys. I'm going to sign out. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the likes that we've gotten, and hang in there. I'll try to hang in there. Everybody get some sleep. ID Jester channel, hit the like button. His stream was hit by trolls disliking it. Okay, I'll take a look and see. Thanks a lot. Have a great night, and God bless. And enjoy your Labor Day tomorrow. I'll probably be back with a game, so see ya.